community. How are you? I should really say good evening because I suspect it is 9:40 already. Well, at least that's what my computer tells me. So let's have a look and see if we've got some people joining us that's still awake this time of night. What I'm going to do is quickly share in our Facebook groups to also let the guys there know that I am live at the moment. I see Anna has joined. Hey Anna, it must still be early evening over there in Western Australia, I'm assuming, which is why you're probably on first. 4 people on. So what I'm going to do is, let me just find it here and I'm going to quickly share it. Monique says she's still awake. Yeah, I'm sure, Monique, you guys are all lying in bed with your phones and I'm sitting here in my study doing work. Let me just, I might be wrong, however. Anna says it's 7:40 p.m. Tessie, hi, good. I nearly passed my bedtime, so I went live just in time. Tess, awesome. How's things over there in Tasmania? Super awesome, I hope. Very cold, I'm guessing. Let me just, I'm trying to do 2 things at once. I should be good at this, being a woman and a mother, and a businesswoman and a mother. Let's do this. Let's share in one more group. Let's put it in our how to start a private practice group as well. Monique says she's working. Well, snap. Tess is cold but excellent. Tess, I'm imagining that you are in Tasmania and I'm thinking you probably have a fabulous fireplace in your house that might be burning right now, warming your house. And I think of that because that's what I had back in South Africa, because I lived in a very cold part of South Africa, was very much like Melbourne weather. So let's just see, where else do I need to share this? One more group. Marketing. Where's my marketing, guys? Put it in there. Okay. So, all done, all done. Tess says, I wish. Well, maybe put that on the wish list, Tess. I definitely think you need it. Rochelle says, hi, Gerda. Hello, Rochelle. Glad that you can join us. So, yes, I am sitting here in my home office that looks like a cyclone went through it, to be honest. And this is what I refer to as the pre-masterclass chaos. That is my home office at the moment. I wonder if I quickly take this off my little stand. Whoops, sorry about that. And I'll show you around. So there's all my stuff that I need to take. So those are my 2 tubs full of files, some lollies, the boxes that I need to make up. That is all my recycling over there. My recycling bin is full outside. So this is standing here until they empty that. And I can fill that up again. So this is my desk full of stuff, more manuals and things, everything that I still need to do before I leave to drive into Brisbane City and present my masterclass there on Saturday and Sunday. Hey Amy, sorry, I'm just trying to get this thing. There we go. Sorted. Hey Amy, thanks for joining. Hi Kim. Dorita, welkom. Ek is so bly om jou hier te sien. Sorry guys, I'm just saying hello to a fellow South African who is all the way in Western Australia as well. Definitely getting the Western Australia people on here. So yes, I still have a stack of stuff that I need to do for, hi Kim, Kim says hi everyone, stack of things that I need to do for the masterclass weekend workshop. And I think the reason why it's not done yet and why it is so much is that this is the first one I'm running this here. So I've, it's been more than 6 months since I ran the last one in November. Hey Natalie, welcome. I'm glad you could join me. which meant that a lot of stuff has happened and I really wanted to update it. I had brand new manuals printed. I just threw out the leftovers manuals I had from last year, which was hard to do, but I did it because I am a recovering perfectionist. I've got lots more new handouts. I've had my branding done for Private Practice Success Australia since then. So as I'm going through all my handouts, I'm realizing I still have this like professionals logo on and I have to replace it. So I had all of this extra stuff that I need to do. But I've had to put that on hold now because I now need to shift my attention to another project that I was hoping you could join me so that I'm not so lonely doing that all by my own sim tonight. Okay, now I realize some of you are probably already lying in bed, just checking it out on your phone. Some of you are working. That's okay. So, what is this project that needs to get done? So the title is Doing What Needs to Be Done. And that is switching off from masterclass for the next hour or two and switching on to something else for which I also have a deadline. So if you've been following my Facebook page, you would have seen a couple of days ago, I actually shared a photo of a tub full of soaps. Kim says, is this sound breaking up for anyone else? Can anybody else let me know how your sound is? Natty says no, so it might just be your internet. Sometimes that happens, and normally it will tell me when it's getting a bit difficult, when there's a bit of an interruption. So that tub of soap is sitting right here next to me. Okay, there it is. Anna says it's all good there. Tess says no sound problems. So right next to me here, I've got my tub. Oh, and it's smelling divine. Whoops, that almost fell off there. It is smelling divine, these soaps. Oh, I bought them all from Coles. I just ordered it online. Don't tell anyone, but I just was a bit stingy and I just ordered the cheapest ones that I could find. The great thing about when you're ordering stuff online, if they are out, so they run out of stock. So obviously I ordered 430 bars of soap, which came in 6 packs. They obviously didn't have enough. And then what they do, they will replace that number in your order with another soap. So I got really amazing smelling soaps. Not even half of it was the cheap ones. I've got Dove, and I think there was 2 other brands that I can't remember now. Hey Brooklyn, thanks for joining. Glad to see you live on here. Oh, and I love a good smell. I absolutely love it. So my project is my soaps. It is, can't even pick them all up, 430 pages here of letters and 430 envelopes, which you can see is branded in my colors. Now you'll see there's 2 different types of purple, which is annoying, but that is because I ordered everything and Officeworks didn't have enough in stock. So what is this all about? You might be thinking. Well, I did share with you guys some time ago that this year I am, for the first time ever, going to be a sponsor for 3 psychology conferences. So 2 of them are only happening a bit later in the year. So I'm going to be at the Educational and Developmental Psychology Conference. It's being run in Brisbane. So I'm going to be there and I'm going to have like a little booth for my book and all my stuff. And I'm also going to be at the Clinical Psychology Conference, also the APS conference. Also going to have a little booth and, you know, be there to meet people and to tell them about what I do. And then a lovely lady reached out to me from the Acquired Brain Injury conference people. They've got a long name, I can't remember. and said, would you like to, partner with us at our conference? And I went, well, I've already committed to being a sponsor for 2 other conferences, which there's a bit of money involved in terms of doing that. But I said, how about I sponsor a satchel insert? So that means I'm not physically going, because this conference actually in Melbourne. And but I said, I've already committed the budget that I put aside for that, but I'm happy to do a satchel insert. And she said, awesome. And I said, how many people do you expect? She said, over 400. And I went, wow, that is such amazing numbers. Okay, what I might do, is there anybody here that's actually going to that conference? If you are in Melbourne and you are going, let me know. Let's see, do I have that email open? Yeah, yes. So the conference is called the 40th Annual Brain Impairment Conference. 40th Annual Brain Impairment Conference. It's taking place at the Grand Hyatt in Melbourne on the 1st to the 3rd of June. That's like next week. Okay, which is why I need to do this now, because I still need to courier all the stuff off to Melbourne. All right, so I spoke to this lady, Margaret, and I said, well, Margaret, I don't want to do what everybody else does. I don't want to just give people like a flyer to put in the satchel. I said, would it be okay if I do A, B, and C? And I explained it to her, what I want to do. And she came back and said, yes, all good, Gerda, you can do that for no extra fee. Isn't that amazing? Because the thing is, if you want to stand out in your marketing, you need to do something different. Okay, let's be honest, when we go to a conference, I think I like the actual bag you get more than the stuff that's in it. And I might sit for 5 minutes when I get home, just quickly going through it and very quickly filtering through it, and most of the stuff I will chuck in the bin. So I want to make sure that if I'm going to go through this effort and pay this money, that people are actually going to be reading how it is that I can help them. Now, I'm very mindful that there is a lot of people out there that don't know yet about what I do. Obviously, it's a work in progress in terms of me doing that marketing. And you guys also need to think for yourself in terms of, how much marketing you still need to do to, let's say, market your practice. Now, I just want to see, please feel free to keep on commenting, guys, that I'm not missing any comments as they come through, because sometimes I do miss them on the phone. I've got the laptop here as well. It's easier to see the comments. So are you telling me that none of you are going to this workshop? Can't be. Can't be. Where's my water? All right, let me know if you're going. So I want to do something different. I want to do something that people are going to go, I need to open that. I need to read what that is all about. Because at this conference, I'm thinking there's going to be probably a lot of neuropsychologists, potentially some clin psychs, potentially some forensic psychologists. But I would love to have more neuropsychs come to my workshops. I had a amazing neuropsychologist, Debbie, here in Brisbane, that did my one day at my masterclass, and she's just so great at what she does. And I'm thinking, surely there needs to be more of them out there in private practice that want to build their practice and what it is that they do and how they can help people. So what I need to do, the task at hand, is to have my envelope, take my piece of paper. Then what I want to do, you guys can't really see, but I'll show you when it's done. I'm going to have to be folding all these papers. Okay, so I want to obviously fold it like this, where they can see my logo at the top. Now I do know there's a way to actually shift, how do I do this? Shift this around that you can actually see properly. I haven't really figured it out yet how to do it. Oh, hang on, what's this? Horizontal, vertical flip? No, that's not gonna work. Is that it? Can you now actually read what it says? If you can actually read what it says, please let me know. so that I know that this has actually worked. All right, so it says claim your free gift below. So this is going to go into my purple envelope, obviously like this, so that when they take it out, that they will see, hi Joanne, good to see you on there, so that they will see my logo first thing. Geez, I just did something very important. Figured out how to flip this around so people can read. I should actually just move this back so that you guys can see a bit better. Careful, don't get motion sickness from me moving this stuff. Not sure if it's going to help much, but anyway. So then the soap is going to go in here. And then I'm going to close it nicely. This is going to take forever. I can see that. Okay, so I'm going to close it. So they're going to get something that's bulky in their bag. Now, who's not going to want to open this up? Who's not going to be curious and go, I wonder what's in there. I need to find out. Hey, Patricia. Kate says yes. And because it's a bit hard, although this is self-sealing, what I'm going to do, I've got lovely, can you see this? I've got stickers that I have made. We actually use this at the practice as well for when we do marketing stuff or meet and greets and stuff like that. Hi, Rhonda. Glad to see you live on here. So I'm going to take one of these stickers and I'm just going to seal my little envelope here at the back. And that's what's going to go into the satchel. And it's purple, so it's pretty. And it's going to smell amazing. And they're going to want to open it and they're going to read my stuff. Because they're going to go, what is this soap all about? And what does this have to do with a brain injury? I wanted to check the name. I've taken it off already. I really need to memorize this stuff. What does this have to do with the annual Brain Impairment Conference? Okay, so it's really about creating that curiosity so that if you're going to go through this effort of doing marketing, that people are going to look at it and try and find out what it's all about. So this is number 1 of 430. Who would like to estimate how long this is going to take me? I need to find, I don't even have a spot to put the completed ones. For now, I'm just going to like put it right over there. And now we're going to do number 2. Hey, Patricia. Glad you're there. So what do you guys think about this idea? Do you think it will work? Has any of you done this before? Done something that's a little bit more outside the box? So I've got it. All nice. It's going to go in here. So that when they take it out, they see my logo and it says, claim your free gift below. Who does not like a free gift? Tell me. Oh, I love it. I love a good smell. Okay, this is number 2. This is number 2. And again, if you've missed it, don't you think this is just too fancy and so professional? And I just love the fact that it has this foil look to it. Just takes it up that extra notch. And I really love it because when we do GP meet and greets, for example, we'll just buy plain white folders, let's say at Officeworks, and you pop one of these. And I've got bigger ones. I've got like huge ones. This is small, we've got medium and large, and then we pop that on there and it looks amazing, amazing. Kim says, because of the sound, I didn't get the connection with the soap. Kim, that is because I haven't revealed that as yet. I haven't revealed it as yet. So, would you guys like to know what the connection is with the soap? And what does that have to do with private practice success? What does that have to do with neuropsychology, neuropsychologists, brain and brain injury? Here goes number 3. Oh, I'm going to smell every soap as I put them in. I I can actually tell you that my home study here smells divine, absolutely divine. So just need to get the knack of closing my little envelopes, then I'll get much better at it. Let's pop that on here. Number 3 is done. Tess says, in a previous life, I worked in the music industry and we used to do similar things to promote musicians. I had completely forgotten until now. Yes, sometimes, you know, Tess, you need to do stuff that's a bit old school, all right? Stuff that hasn't been done in a long time because people just forget about it. You know, everything is online and I love online stuff. We are online right now. But a lot of people are very tactile. I'm very tactile. I'm very sensory, which is why I love smelling it. I'm very visual, which is why I love the colors, why I love my logos and the foil in it, all that type of stuff, and really appealing to the senses on as many levels as possible. So, seeing that Kim has asked, and I'm assuming you guys would also be interested, I might read this to you, because I'm pretty confident that most of the people that's going to be on at that conference ain't live with me right now, and they're probably not following me on Facebook anyhow. Maybe 1 or 2 of them might be following me on LinkedIn, because I find a lot of the neuropsychs, that's where they are on, because their main referrers or their main practice angels, to use my language in terms of marketing, are on LinkedIn. So the neuropsychs tell me, the ones that I have worked with, that, you know, their people, their main referrers often are solicitors and lawyers for various reasons. Okay, I need to get better at putting the sticker on. There you go, number 4. 426 to go. All right, so let me read it for you. Everybody listening. Hang on, there's more comments. Joanne says, brilliant idea, Gerda, love it. I would add a pretty white ribbon, but that's another 430, Joanne, actions. Wish I was there to help you. Yes. Yes, I do have a 14-year-old. Well, she's now 15. She had her birthday on Monday, daughter. But she had netball practice this afternoon, well, this evening at 6:30 to 7:30. She's got homework, so I'm feeling too bad to make her help me. But if I don't get it all done, this might be what she needs to do Saturday. I really should be couriering this stuff off tomorrow. I know it's not going to happen. I'm not going to be able to finish it all. I'm assuming that if I courier it on Monday, that it will get there by Tuesday, which is the due date. So I'm assuming that will happen. Hi, Michelle. So glad you joined me. Because the thing is, I don't have actually a lot of confidence in couriers at the moment, because these envelopes, I couldn't find it in my local Officeworks. So I went online and I ordered it on Monday. And when I ordered it, it said, you'll receive this order tomorrow, which was Tuesday. Obviously, Tuesday come, nothing. Wednesday come, nothing. I call them and I go, I've ordered it, nothing came, and they promised me on the 23rd, it's already the 24th, and now they've updated the online order thing to say it's only coming on the 25th. And I'm going, I need it now. I need it ASAP, or I would not have ordered it. And they said, yes, it will be there by the end of the day. Guess what? It didn't come. So again, I had to call today, and luckily it did come after I put on my cranky voice. So I'm not 100% confident that people always, like courier services or delivery services, deliver on their promises, but I hope they will. Michelle says hi. Hey Michelle, you've just missed a bit about what I'm doing, but I'll show you again later. So what is on the letter? Because this explains the bar of soap. So it says, claim your free gift below. But first, aren't you at all curious about the soap? And then I go on and say, for so many private practice owners and clinicians, anonymity is a huge factor in them not getting the clients and hence business growth that they crave. And that's so true for neuropsych, so that's not in here. You know, I like to talk and go off on a tangent. So for especially neuropsych, so if you think, how many neuropsychs do you know? You can probably count them on the one hand. Personally, I know two that I know personally that I would feel comfortable enough to refer clients to, because I like to know people personally before I refer. So it's really important, especially for the neuropsychs, that they get out there and promote what they do so they can help more people. So back to the copy. So it says, if nobody knows you from a bar of soap, which is where we come in, you run the risk of staying your niche's best kept secret and dramatically increase the chances of your practice fading into obscurity. That's not what I want for you. Okay? So it is an Australian saying, isn't it? Not knowing somebody from a bar of soap. You do not want to be that bar of soap. All right, I go on and I say, I want you to be able to share your message without feeling like a sleazy used car salesman and be seen as an authority, allowing you to follow your passion and do your life's best work. Next paragraph. Taking evidence-based business principles, because remember, neuropsychs like to do evidence-based work. So when you do marketing and you write marketing copy, and this is a bit of a learning for you guys, you want to use the words and the language that your audience is comfortable with. So taking evidence-based business principles and adjusting them to fit the highly specialized allied health industry, I have developed a business blueprint that has allowed my 2 group private practices to move from rock bottom to 7 figures each, allowing me to ultimately help more people in better ways. In my first and what has been called a groundbreaking book, I cover topics such as marketing, team, money, mindset, diary management, niching, and adding the wow factor to your allied health private practice. And I want to offer it to you for free. For your free electronic version, that is of the book, of course, which you can start reading right now, just email me to say hi at email.gerda@privatepracticesuccess.com and I will send it through. If you're a bit old school like me, then why not consider getting an actual hard copy? I just need you to cover $8 for postage and I will send you a hard copy absolutely free. You can order a hard copy here with the link. Then it goes, here's to your private practice success. And then at the bottom, I've just got my contact details and of course, a picture of my book. So the whole idea with this, as I continue folding, is really for them to start going, I wonder who this person is. I wonder what she's all about. You know, is she just a flash in the pan? Is she just one of those people that pretend they know what our industry is all about? Is she just one of those people that had a private practice for 2 months and now thinks she can coach the rest of us? Okay, I really want them to be interested in finding out, what it is that I do. And, an easy way for people to get to know what I do and to learn to trust what it is that I teach and what I share with them is to read the book, because the book really gives a very good description of my journey, why I do what I do, and how I got here. Okay. Everybody is quiet. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Is there anything on here that you would suggest I change or something that I can add in even for when I do my other 2 conferences? Those 2 will be a bit different, of course, because I won't give them the gift in here. What I'm going to do there actually is tell them to come and say hello at my little booth that I'm going to have so that I can actually get to meet them, because, we're relationship people, we're psychologists, we're allied health professionals, we're helping professionals. And I'm a strong believer that marketing in allied health, whether you're a practice owner trying to market your practice to your doctors, or any other organizations or schools that you work with, it's about relationships. And I want to build relationships with the people that I want to work with. So I want them to come to the booth, say hello, get to meet me in person. I want to meet them in person, look one another in the eye, and then talk to them. And I'll have like a big bowl of, I want to do like a big bowl of like almost like a lucky draw where they're going to pull out a little card, a little piece of paper. I haven't got my head around that 100% yet. As you can see at the moment, I'm doing things a bit last minute. And then it's going to give them different prizes of various values that they can win. Michelle says, do you have a testimonial on the flyer? No, I do not, Michelle. That is an awesome idea. Awesome idea. I will definitely keep that in mind. Let me just check for more comments here on my laptop so that I don't miss anything. Where we are. Just do this. Okay. Yes, testimonial will be good. The thing is, you know, I was in two minds because I literally fitted everything on here. Okay, I wrote it up. This is actually just a screenshot of one of my flyers that I took, because again, I left things a bit last minute. And normally what I would do is actually get my graphic designer to draw up something nice and professional, which is why it looks just like a normal letter, because I just did it myself. And I didn't want it to go over 2 pages. I don't know why, but that's what I was thinking at the time when I did it. Oh, it smells lovely. Here we go. Sharon. Hey, Sharon. How are you? How's things in Sydney? I have just been taking the guys through what it is that I'm doing here on this Thursday night. I'm not going to repeat all of it because I might bore them a bit, but I'm making like little packets. And this is not for the masterclass, Sharon. This is for a conference that's taking place in Melbourne. And how many did I do? I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because I talk too much and do too little folding when I talk. I'm very slow. Yes, it's for conferences happening next week, and I have to have all of this couriered there to arrive in Melbourne no later than Tuesday. So I'm going to do as much as I can tonight, and then when I come back from the masterclass Sunday night, I know I won't be able to do anything Sunday night. I'll be exhausted. But Monday, I didn't book in anything in my diary for Monday to take a day of rest. So this is going to be my day of rest. Folding these, that's going to be my day of rest on Monday, so that I can send all of these off. Sharon says, hey Gerda, great down here, thanks, nice to see you live. Yes, it is live vlog number 62 today, I suspect. Oh, I love these. Absolutely love it. Absolutely divine. I actually think I really need an assistant to do this type of jobs for me, really. But the thing is, when you leave stuff for last minute, you're stuck with stuff yourself. And that's the negative consequence of procrastination. So Frankie, my principal psychologist, that's also doing the 90-day vlog challenge, her live vlog today on our Site Professionals page was all about procrastination, and she shared 3 tips. What were those 3 tips, Frankie? How well did I listen? I was driving whilst you were on. I do know one of them was just do 5 minutes, okay? And I've done more than 5 minutes already. I think that was tip number 3. Just do 5 minutes and get something done, even though you've only done 5 minutes. But the thing is, if you procrastinate, then this happens where there's no time to get somebody else to help you. And it's all on your shoulders, and you only have yourself to blame. Gerda, I'm talking to you. Okay. Tess says, I was just thinking for future conferences, you mentioned wanting them to know your credentials. Would it be worth making a clear statement that you are an experienced current private practitioner? Okay, then it cuts off, so I'm just going to read it here. Or did I miss that bit on your flyer? That you are clear, that you're an experienced. It doesn't make it that clear, Tess. So it doesn't say that I've been in private practice for 10 years, for example. It doesn't say that I've been a psychologist for longer than that. It doesn't say that my 2 private practices are independently owned legally. So although both are called as psych professionals, each one of them runs as a separate legal and financial entity, and each of them does 7 figures. All I said was, I have developed a business blueprint that has allowed my 2 group private practices to move from rock bottom to 7 figures, allowing me to ultimately help more people in better ways. So maybe some more information around that might be helpful. She said, why not add those great points next time? Yep, definitely have to. I think that is really, really important to do, because that is obviously the stuff that is important. You know, there are so many people out there, but geez, you just need to go onto Facebook to get another ad, because I see them consistently of people going, oh, do you want more clients? Clients on demand. Or I can help you do A, B, and C, and it's so easy. And then meantime, back at the ranch, some of them don't even have private practices. It's true. It's true. The thing is, I always say, unless you've been in the trenches, you've got no idea what it is like to run a private practice. Until you've sat with a waiting list of 50 people and you don't have any staff to see them, you don't know what that pressure feels like. Until you've got bills to pay with no money in the bank, you don't know what it feels like. And yes, I know, you know, empathy is an important skill. We can all have empathy. But, you know, I tell my new grads as well, I love this, in clinical supervision. Hallo Hendrik, ek sien jy het my gejoin. Sorry, I'm just saying hello to another South African that's joined us on here. I always tell my new grads, you know, when you're dealing with somebody with depression, or, you know, or a new mum with postnatal depression, and they're so tired and all they want to do is cry the whole day. Yes, you can put yourself in their shoes, and you know what you do then you times that feeling with 1,000, and you will still not be close to knowing how they feel. So have empathy. Don't be so quick to judge. Yes, you need to move them from their pity party sometimes to taking responsibility, taking action, but first you need to know how that feels, and you can never really know. You just can't. But we try our best. And I think very often, by being honest with our clients, that, you know, I actually have no idea, but I can just try and imagine how that is for you. And I think it's the same with private practice. Unless you've had those 2 a.m. moments where you wake up in panic about, you know, various things, whether that is a difficult conversation that you need to have with a team member the next day. You know, I remember the first time I had to fire someone, how awful that was, how awful it was, how anxiety provoking that was for me. You just have no idea how hard it is. You know, so and I tell the guys that come into my How to Start a Private Practice workshops, I say, if you're going into private practice, make sure that you get yourself a supervisor that either has been in private practice or currently are in private practice, because otherwise they're going to have no ideas, and they're going to give you unrealistic and unhelpful advice and support. You need somebody that knows what it feels like. So important. And how did I get there? Oh yeah, that's what all those fly-by-night people on Facebook trying to help you run your practice when they have no idea. I mean, I tell the stories at my workshops of, you know, how my practice grew very quickly, and then after year 3, because I didn't get my foundations right, because I really knew nothing about running a business, I did hit rock bottom, and I had to make some significant changes in my practice, but I was able to build it back up almost from scratch, you might think, and it's really hard when you have an existing team and you have to change what you do and how you do things. Sharon says, right on. I like that, Sharon. Very, very true. All right, it is 10:20. I'm thinking it's probably time for bed for you guys. Oh, this smells amazing. I just love a good smell. So, I should probably let you go. I am so happy that you all joined me and listened to my chit-chatting and listened to what it is that I'm doing. And thank you so much for everybody that has given me ideas for how to improve my flyer for the next one. As you can see, I still have all of these to do, Sharon. All of them. Okay. I think I need some chocolates or something. But you know what? At the end of it, it's all worth it. And I also know that I'm not going to get, let's say, return on this activity. So this conference is happening next week, the 1st to the 3rd. I know I'm not going to see any returns on this in the next 3 months, probably even. It might take 6 months, because what needs to happen is people's going to read it. Then they might start, you know, Googling my website. I'm going to go on there. Look at that emoji. Yes, Sharon, that's exactly how I feel. You know, they're going to go on the website, they're going to spend some time reading, they might order the book, they might read the book, and maybe after they've read the book, they will, you know, go, actually, this person actually knows what they're talking about, and they might actually be helpful. And if it resonates with them, they will reach out to me. Obviously, I work with people that do want to build a business rather than a charity. Okay, if you want to run a charity, and I say that with all due respect, I have a lot of respect for people that do that, but that's not why it is that I went into business. Okay, I'm a migrant in this country. You know, you come over to this country, your money gets divided by 10, and you need to work so hard to build things up. But I also know that the more successful my private practice is, the more people I can help. And the happier my team will be, whether that's my admin team or my clinician team, the more I can invest back into them. So for me, it just makes sense that if you are in private practice, I love it, that you want to run things profitably. Okay. Michelle says, the book is awesome, so I'm sure you will get interest. That is the whole idea, Michelle. You know, people have asked me, Gerda, have you actually made money off your book? And it's really hard to quantify, because if I look at book sales, I haven't made a lot of money off book sales. Okay. I think as part of my package of the book, I got 300 books. I still have a box of books here. So I've probably sold 200 books, I'm thinking. 200 times 30, that's $600. Okay. So that's $600 from selling the book. It cost me to get the book done. So this whole journey that I went on with the Ultimate 48-Hour Author, where I went on a retreat. I did the voice recording over the Saturday and Sunday, which is why I love retreats, is why I'm doing my Get It Done retreat in June, because it just works so well to step out of your life into this bubble and get something done. I did that with them, the publishing, the layout of the book, everything. So basically from the retreat to getting the book in my hands cost me $17,000. Okay, $17,000, which I think is actually a really awesome price for getting a book done. And I did this all in 6 months. Yep. I went on retreat in August last year. August, September, October, November, December, January, February. 7 months. No, 6 months. February, I had the book in my grubby little hands. Okay. Most people that self-publish takes years and years to get it done. And that's why I decided to invest that money. So if I purely go return on investment from selling the book, it's like nothing. But it's how you look at that book. So for me, the book is really like a business card on steroids. It's not the book, but it's the business that the book brings me in terms of my coaching and mentoring clients that I can help and that I can therefore work with. So that is the purpose of my book. And maybe you are interested to one day write your own book in terms of going, you know, how could this book that I want to write, being you guys, actually help me to get that expert status as an expert? Because I can tell you, the moment you've got a book, people look at you as an expert. Okay, I don't have a doctor in front of my name, and you don't need a doctor in front of your name, even if you wanted to write something a bit more clinically related. But you know, I would encourage you, if you've always wanted to write a book, not to wait, but to get it done, because it is a business card on steroids. It's immediate credibility. If you're really media savvy, you could also promote it to the media. You can get onto Today Tonight. You know, what's those morning shows? I don't watch it in the mornings. So no, Today Tonight doesn't exist anymore. Maybe not a Current Affair. What's the stuff that they run in the morning? I'm busy running around doing kids, so I don't have the TV on in the morning, but I know the morning shows. You can get on there with your book, and I mean that the sky's just the limit in terms of what that can do for you, in terms of lifting your profile as an expert in that area. So, Sunrise. There you go, Michelle. Thank you. Sunrise, yes, that's Channel 7. That's Koshi and the gang, I suspect. And I know because I sometimes, when I'm folding laundry on a Sunday, watch Koshi's Business Builders on Channel 7. So, who else is going to be writing a book? Maybe I've inspired you to write a book tonight. That was not the goal of this live. The goal of this live was to share with you a bit of a marketing idea, whilst not doing all of this boring stuff all by my own sim. So, let's see. Any other comments? Not? So, am I going to love and leave you and let you guys go to bed so that you can rest, especially those of you that's on here that's coming to the masterclass. Most of you guys are going to be flying in tomorrow. I am so excited. Can't wait for it to happen. I still have last minute stuff that I need to do tomorrow morning for that, and then I'm going to try and get to Brisbane, to the next hotel tomorrow afternoon already, if everything goes according to plan, so that I can put everything together, hopefully get into the venue so that as much as possible is set up for Saturday morning when we kick off. You know, everything might look in chaos here, but I can tell you, the moment the guys walk in, and you guys that's coming, the moment you're going to walk in, everything's going to be smooth and it's going to run, and it's going to be one amazing weekend. I know, because I love these. I love these. I probably I always think, which program do I love the most? And I must say, between the retreats with my masterminders, because that's just on a different level in terms of, that's really my inner circle of people that I work with. But the masterclass, just where people are at on that Sunday, to see their empowerment and their inspiration, and they just want to get back to the practice and start implementing that, to me is like when, as a ClinPsych, you have that client that's been struggling with depression or anxiety for so long, and finally they've got that results and they have that improvement, and you just go, oh, it's all worth it. I'm doing a good job. I'm helping. All that study was worth it. Every day that I go into the practice was worth it. That's the feeling I get on the Sunday night when I go home and all my people have gone home. So it's a really amazing weekend. Alrighty, so I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you so much for joining me. Send me good vibes so that I can get as much done as I can tonight. What I don't get done before I go to bed, I'm just gonna leave it until Monday morning. And then Monday morning, this will be whatever's left over. Thank you so much. Have a fabulous night. And I'll speak to you all again tomorrow for day number 63 of my 90-day vlog challenge. Bye for now.